So welcome back. In the last video, we have implemented queue using an array. Okay. So in this particular video, we'll try to implement the queue, okay, using array itself. But what we're going to do is that we're going to use function. So what we have done in the last video is that whenever you have the choice, right, insertion of element in the queue, dequeue an element in the queue, display elements from the queue itself. So each of this case, we have written the code itself here. Okay. Now what we're going to do is that I will going to create now each particular choice for NQ operation, like NQ, DQ, display. I will going to create a function of it. So let me first declare the function. All of us is aware of the function. What is function? Okay. So let me write in. Okay. Let me give the name as NQ. Okay. And a simple function. Okay. No argument. Initially we'll see like that. Okay. Then DQ. Okay. And lastly is the display. Okay. Yes. And what I do is that let me take this array, okay, and the font as a global variable. Yes. So these are my functions. These are my functions, and right, and this is I have declared my array as a global. Okay. Now here I will going to call the function. But before that I need to check, right, whether the queue is full or not. Okay. Right. So let me give it 5 so that it's okay. So I write here if, okay, so okay, if I rare equal to 5, okay, then what will going to write printf, okay, uh, the queue is full, okay, and we break. Yes, else we'll call the function enqueue. Okay, fine, and then we have the break. Yes, similarly, now if the queue is empty means if ifront is equal to -1. Okay, so let me copy it. So I write ifront, okay, equal to -1, or you can say ifront is equal to irare. Last time we have done it, right? Ifront equal to irare, then we have queue is empty, right? Okay, so in the last video I have discussed why it is ifront equal to irare. Similarly, we'll write here dq, okay, and then break. Then here also, if same thing, just I need to copy it. Okay, so I copy it, and this will be ifront equal to same. We have done that way. Okay, queue is empty, and this I will say it is display SPLAY. Okay, yes. So now let me this is the okay. Let me write int first is nq in ue. Okay, so okay, right. So int num. I will ask printf. Okay, enter the element to be insert. Yes. Then scan f. Okay, percentage d, comma, ampersand num. Okay. Yes. Hmm. Then I write I rare equal to I rare plus 1. Okay, and then iq I rare. Okay, equal to num. So I have inserted the element into the into the queue. Return 0. Yes. So I've asked the user to enter the element to be the insert. Okay. So let me give a slash n. Well, it's not. Then percentage d. Then I've incremented rare. Okay. Then I have inserted into the queue. Okay. So similarly, I will do for dq for deleting an element. Okay. int d que. Okay. So here also int num. Okay. So I will increment the front first. Front equal to ifront plus 1. I have told that even though ifront is pointing to the first element, but when you are implementing it, we are always putting ifront. Once we increment it, then only it points to the first element of the queue, right? Then I will write num equal to iq ifront. Okay, yes, and then printf the element, the deleted element, sorry, the deleted is percentage d, sorry, comma num. Yes, then ret url return 0. Okay, okay, so we have that nq and dq. Similarly we do for the display. Yes, so here simply inti, okay, for I equal to ifront plus 1, again because we are keeping the front one back, that I already told you while implementing it, right? Then ifront less than equal to irar till irar is there, okay, and I plus plus, right? And then printf percentage d comma ique, okay, I. Yes, and return 0. Okay, so this is very simple implementation of the function where we have not taken any kind of argument. Return by default it is in that I have placed it. Okay, and the queue array I have declared this to be in global, both ifront equal to also ifront and rear and front. We represent by ifront variable and irear. All these are nothing but global. Okay, the choice are there. So this num is not required, so I will remove this. Okay, so now I also is not required. I think we should be, yes. So save. Let me execute. Okay, so let me enqueue. First, let me see if this dq is working or not. Queue is empty. Very good. 3 display, queue is empty. Okay, now let me enqueue. Let me insert, supposed to a 12. Okay, let me see whether display is working. Oh, there is some error in the display. Okay, let me see what is that. Okay, uh, okay, so we have got some garbage values. Actually, let me check, remove this. Okay, because we are doing with I, right? So I should be less than equal to irar, right? Then only it will work. Okay, let me save it and then let me execute. So 1, let me insert 12. Okay, let me see display. Yes, it is giving 12. Okay, let me do one thing. I should place a printf and slash n. Okay, fine. So delete element also I should put in slash n. Enter the element, queue is empty, slash n. Okay, so queue is empty, slash n, and queue is full, slash n. Okay, now let me again execute. So 1, so I have the element to be inserted is 12. Okay, so display 12 it is coming. Element to be insert 23. Display, let me split it at 3. Okay, so it is displaying. I should give the gap. Okay, let me pop up out. So element that is deleted is 12. Okay, element that is deleted is 23. Okay, again I need to pop out and queue is empty. So this is working fine, right? So this is working fine. So we are so display this means gap. Okay, so this particular code is now working fine, but here we have done a simple, what you say, simple use of the function where I have not passed any kind of parameters. So let me do one thing. I simply remove this queue from here. Okay, okay, and let me pass this queue here. So let me pass IQUUEUE. Okay, similarly for, okay, this also. Okay, IQ. Okay, yes, and let me say this is AQ, something like this. Okay, so I'm passing the array AQ. Yes, and here simply I write int AQ. Okay, and this is AQ. Okay, and this is also AQ, right? So now what I've done is I'm passing the array. So last what we have done, nothing. Okay, we have not passed any kind of what you say arguments into the function. Now here in this function, what I have done is I have passed the array. Okay, so I have declared array here. Okay, I have passed the array. Okay, so now each of this function call I'm passing the array itself. Okay, or similarly I will pass the array in display also. Okay, AQ, yes, int. Okay, so this is also will be AQ. A come on, it is AQ. Okay, yes, so this is done. So display also I have to write IQUEE. Okay, oh fine. So let me save and let me expected token. Mhm. Okay, so let me so don't let me give like this simply. I think it's not required. That is why it is giving the error. Okay, so save it. Oh, double. Okay, so I'm simply passing the array name itself. Okay, too many argument. Oh, sorry. So int aq. Okay, so my array is now passed. Okay, done. So let me do one nq 12. Okay, then one another 23. Let me display 12 and 23 is coming. Yes, so let me dequeue it. So the deleted element is 12. Okay, let me again dequeue it. So the deleted element is 23. Let me put the display queue is empty. Let me pop the queue is empty. Okay, so I got this. So what I have done is that I have just passed the array. So the declaration is like this for the function. Yes, and when you call the function, simply you give the array name. Okay, and here, okay, in the definition itself, just you have the array name itself, the way that we have declared. Yes, so this is how we have done it. So in the next, when you will be talking about pointer, we will see how we can pass it by references.